Hello and welcome back. So, if your ad strategy on Meta and Instagram has just suddenly stopped working, I want to share with you what you're going to do because I have had this happen over the last couple weeks and I've noticed this across the board with like so many different ads agency owners. They're saying that results have tanked, and this actually has to do with a big change that they made back in December. It's Meta's AI Andromeda update. And I want to share with you everything that you need to know and what has changed because there have been some really big changes, and it can be a little freaky as an ads agency or as just like a business owner who runs their own ads. And you're probably like, why am I not getting bookings anymore? Why is everything so slow, right? This is what's going on. If your ads feel off right now, watch this. As always, I'm Carolyn Hefner. I've been an ads expert since 2013, I think. At least that's as long as I've been running ads, and I've been running ads in the med spa, medical, wellness, weight loss niche for the last 6 years. And I just want to share with you what we've seen on our end and this massive change. So for literally the last, I want to say 5 years, we've been running this very, I don't want to say it's complex, but it can be a little bit complex funnel. That basically the goal is to attract, nurture, and then get the client to book, right? And we control all of the various aspects of like this ad strategy. Now, because of this Andromeda update, and we knew that at some point these AI changes were going to go into place because it's really heavily based on Meta's AI and the data that they know about us and our behaviors. They are basing a lot of their now targeting and ad strategies on AI, okay? Now, I have had clients messaging me, and they're kind of saying, things have been really slow. What's going on right now? And at first I was like, okay, like there's things ebb and flow. Some weeks are heavier than others. But then I started actually like digging in because I kept seeing different like pieces of content, and I kept looking at other experts and talking to different experts, and I started digging into what actually changed, and I started to realize, okay, this is actually not something that's going away. It is a massive change. So like I said before, this is like the simplest way I can break it down. We were really very in control of the funnel. So someone would see the first intro video ad, then maybe they'd see a testimonial, then something educational, and then they'd see, a transformation story, maybe a trending audio, and all of that would like help to nurture them, okay? And then they'd see a booking ad. And at that point, once they'd seen all those things and they'd been nurtured, they'd book, right? It was very structured. It's very intentional. It's literally worked, like I said, for 5 years, okay? But then over the last couple of months, not even months, I would say weeks, because this Andromeda change started in December, but then there was a big rollout of iOS 26 in February. And then things started to really happen in April, okay, March and April. Meta has massively changed the way that the ads are delivered. They don't want us controlling so much the funnel. They want to control it with AI. So we're not controlling who sees what and when anymore. The AI is, which at first I was like, that's annoying as someone who hates AI. And I think I use it, yes, of course, but I think it's very frustrating because I want to stay in control of different aspects of my business, right? But what the algorithm is doing now. So again, like this is the funnel that we've used for years. I'll show you get people to watch the video, build trust with a series of videos, get them to book. Okay. Now it's looking quite a bit different. So I want to pull up a different what's the word I'm looking for? Infographic here to show you guys. So these are the two funnels side by side. Okay. But now what it's doing is looking at someone's behavior, their data, what they click on, what they engage with, how they interact. And the AI is deciding, okay, what is this person most likely going to respond to right now? Okay. So instead of forcing someone through a funnel step by step, they might see a testimonial video first if that's what the algorithm knows that they're going to respond to. Or if they're an impulse buyer like myself, right? They might see a booking ad first. If they're a problem-aware buyer or a solution-aware buyer, they're going to see a booking ad first. If they have analysis paralysis and they're like a toe dipper, they're going to see an educational video first, right? Because they need to be nurtured a little bit more before making a decision. So again, I'm an impulse buyer. I will probably get served a booking ad first if I am aware that I have a problem and I'm looking for a solution. But someone like my sister, who tends to have analysis paralysis around making decisions, right? Especially when it comes to buying and spending money, she might need way more trust built before ever clicking on anything. So the algorithm is going to show her a series of different creatives before she makes a decision, before she gets fed that booking ad. Obviously, this is a little creepy, right? Because the algorithms have so much data on us and they know so much about us, right? And it's not going to get any better, right? It's only going to get worse. So we might as well use this to our advantage because, again, the data is only going to grow the more time we spend on social media. So the funnel didn't break. It's not like that, you know, we have to throw everything out, because that's initially was my first reaction. I was like, oh, come on, we have to stop all these ads. We have to throw everything out. No, we're still building trust. We're still warming them up. We're still nurturing them. We're still guiding them to book. We're just not forcing the order that they see certain creatives anymore, okay? We're letting the system match the right message to the right person at the right time, which actually simplifies our jobs as advertisers, okay? And when this works properly, you're actually going to get better results. You're going to get better leads, higher intent people, less wasted ad spend, more consistent bookings, but there is going to be this instability, which we're seeing right now, and it's a transition period, and that's like what we've been living in, okay? Because we're now adjusting all of our strategies and all of our creatives and everything like that. So if your ads have felt off lately, they have not stopped working, okay? Because my clients' ads, they're still bringing in people, but it's just been slower. It's because the system has changed so drastically, and it's taking some time to stabilize, because this is probably, again, I've been running ads since 2013. This is the biggest change I have seen since 2013 on Meta, okay? And that's why I said at first I was reeling, I was freaking out. But it only took me a few days to kind of figure out, okay, like how can we use this to our advantage, okay? And we've already addressed this for our clients. And if you haven't yet, you should take some time, look at this, and adjust it based on your strategy, okay? So if you're running ads right now and you're like, I have no idea what's happening, I was getting all these leads, now everything has slowed down, I want you to comment below, send a message. I'm happy to chat with you. I'm happy to brainstorm. You can get on my email list, and I'm sending messages about this. And if you want more breakdowns like this, make sure you subscribe to my account, because I'm going to be talking a lot more about this and what's actually working right now as we see it firsthand in real time, okay? Let me know if this was helpful for you. If you want this infographic, I can send that your way. I actually just sent it to my email list of about 1,000 subscribers. And like I said, if you haven't subscribed to the page yet, to my YouTube yet, please, by all means, do. And if you want someone else to run your ads, send me a message, and we can do it for you. So that way you can take it off your plate and get your results really quickly. And I will talk to you guys soon.